Data is so critical for almost all aspects of life, but definitely today in education, because most of the decisions that we take with regard to what is going to be the future of education, including the kind of emphasis that need to be given on different policy priorities, will be much more informed when it comes to data. Many a time, people take decisions on the basis of their own personal opinions and perspectives, and it might just work. But I think when you take that decision also on the basis of data, and not so exclusively, but definitely if data is valued in the decision-making process, clearly you have an empirical and sound basis for your decision. It's also useful for us to change the course of action, because sometimes you might end up doing something, and then when you look at the data, you might be able to find something different, and you can also follow a different course of action, because in the kind of work that we do in universities, we are also experimenting, and it's part of the effort to promote creativity and innovation, and universities do that all the time, and hence data becomes the foundation for effective governance. Oh, well, I strongly believe universities around the world should attend EduData Summit, because first, I think it's a great opportunity for people to come together and hear the most innovative things that are happening in that world. Normally, universities don't get to meet and interact with people from the world of technology and innovation from this standpoint. Second, it's also an opportunity to challenge your thinking, because you actually end up having creative discussions that happen in this forum, and also you end up questioning some of the perspectives that are being shared. For example, sometimes we emphasize certain values more than others, but this is an opportunity for us to creatively challenge them and have a discourse. And third, I think it's also an opportunity for people to meet and interact. It's I don't want to use the word networking, but I think what is important is university leaders and administrators and academics come together, engage with each other, and share each other's best values and practices, which will ultimately help us to understand what are the good things that are happening in different places. And at the end of the day, we are constantly being inspired by other experiences, and that's what EduData Summit does. The fact remains that India has one of the most, let's say, oldest and also a developed higher education system. But I think why we need to take this seriously is that the future of Indian universities, Indian higher education system, is so critical for the future of India and the world at large. 850 million people in India are less than 35 years of age. Indian life expectancy is approximately 71 years. So when most parts of the Western world will become older, most parts of the Eastern world will become older, India will be younger and younger for a longer time. That means we need to take our universities seriously, and that is why trying to understand data and to what extent analysis of data, application of data, and even critical data and how they will contribute to the development of universities becomes important. It's also important for research purposes. I think one of the remarkable things about EduData Summit is that a lot of emphasis is given in relation to data surrounding research. And today, when Indian universities are trying to become truly world-class and also moving up the league tables, including the QS rankings, you cannot effectively contribute to that discussion or even participate in a meaningful manner without playing a leadership role in the QS Data Summit. So I strongly encourage Indian universities to be part of the QS EduData Summit.